Can you imagine missing a sign that someone you care about is about to re-enter your life? Most people dismiss these signals as random thoughts or coincidences. But what if they're not? In this video, I'll break down the subtle signs that mean someone's thinking about you and might reach out soon. And I'll show you exactly how to prepare for it before it's too late. Sometimes life sends us quiet signals, little nudges that something is about to happen. These signals often show up before someone important reaches out to us. It could be a person you haven't spoken to in weeks, months, or even years. And when these signs appear, it's easy to brush them off as random thoughts or coincidences. What if these moments are actually preparing you for something meaningful? Think about it. How many times have you suddenly thought about someone only to hear from them shortly after? It might feel surprising at the moment, but it's not as unusual as you might think. These signs often show up to remind you to pay attention, to stay open, and to be ready for what's coming. Ignoring them could mean missing out on an important connection or opportunity. We'll explore the subtle ways the universe, or your intuition, might be sending you messages. By recognizing these signs, you can better understand what they mean and how to respond when the moment arrives. Have you ever felt an unexplainable wave of emotion out of nowhere? Maybe you suddenly felt happy, anxious, or even nostalgic, and you couldn't figure out why. These emotional shifts are often connected to unseen energy, especially when it involves someone you have an emotional bond with. It's almost like your mind and heart are tuned into them, even when they're not physically present. You might find yourself thinking about shared memories or replaying old conversations in your head. This emotional pull isn't random. It's a sign that their energy could be reaching out to you. Sometimes these feelings can come with vivid memories or even a strong desire to reconnect. Pay attention to how these emotions make you feel. Are they comforting? Do they leave you curious or unsettled? These feelings might be preparing you for an upcoming interaction. Emotions are powerful, and they often act as messengers. They tell us when something is about to change or when someone is about to re-enter our lives. Instead of ignoring these feelings, try to sit with them, reflect on who might be on your mind and why, and stay open to what comes next. Sometimes the body senses what the mind hasn't fully processed yet. Have you ever experienced sudden chills, goosebumps, or a tingling sensation for no clear reason? These physical reactions might be more than just random occurrences. They could be signs that someone is about to reach out to you. Our bodies are deeply connected to energy, and they often pick up on shifts before we're even aware of them. For example, you might feel a sudden flutter in your stomach, like excitement or nervousness, even when nothing out of the ordinary is happening. It's as if your body is reacting to something before it arrives. You must pay attention to these subtle signals. Maybe you feel a sudden warmth in your chest when you think about a specific person, or your heart skips a beat when their name crosses your mind. These moments are worth noticing because they can be gentle reminders that something or someone is heading your way. Instead of brushing these feelings off, take a moment to pause. Breathe deeply and observe what you're experiencing. Sometimes your body knows what's coming before your mind does. Trust those feelings and stay open to the possibilities they might bring. Thoughts can be powerful messengers, especially when they keep coming back to the same person. You might find yourself thinking about someone repeatedly, even when you're busy with other things. Their name might pop up in conversations, or you might notice reminders of them everywhere, like hearing a song you both loved or seeing something that instantly brings back memories. These patterns aren't always random. Sometimes they're signs that your mind is picking up on an unseen connection. It's almost like your thoughts are aligning with theirs, creating a bridge between you before any words are exchanged. You might also experience moments of déjà vu, as if you've already lived the moment before. These feelings can leave you wondering if something significant is about to happen. And often they are signals that someone is thinking about you or preparing to reach out. Instead of ignoring these patterns, pay attention to them. Reflect on why this person keeps coming to mind and what emotions it stirs within you. These thoughts might be a gentle push to prepare for a conversation, a reunion, or even closure. In today's world, technology often plays a surprising role in delivering signs. Have you ever scrolled through your phone and suddenly come across an old photo, a past message, or even a social media memory connected to someone specific? Or maybe their profile pops up unexpectedly, even though you haven't searched for them in a long time. These moments might feel like coincidences, but sometimes they're more than that. Technology can act as a tool for reconnecting us with people we're meant to hear from. It could be an accidental text, a notification reminding you of an old interaction, or even seeing their name mentioned somewhere completely random. Pay attention to these digital signals. They often show up when someone is thinking about reaching out or when life is gently nudging you to remember that person. It might be a sign to prepare yourself emotionally or to reflect on what you want to say if that connection is rekindled. Instead of brushing these signs off as random events, take a moment to notice the pattern. Whether it's an unexpected email, a suggested friend request, or even hearing their name in a video or podcast, these little hints can carry big meanings. Stay open to the idea that technology might be delivering a message, even if it seems subtle. Dreams are one of them. If you've been dreaming about someone, especially someone you haven't spoken to in a while, it could be a sign that they're thinking about you or planning to reach out. Dreams can feel so real that you wake up with lingering emotions, whether it's curiosity, happiness, or even sadness. These feelings often stick with you for a reason. They might be preparing you for an upcoming conversation or reconnecting you to feelings you thought were long gone. In some cases, dreams can also be symbolic. Seeing someone in a dream might not always mean they're about to call or text, but it could be a sign that there's unfinished business or unresolved emotions tied to them. It's worth paying attention to the details. What were they saying? How did you feel in the dream? Visions, too, can occur while you're awake. You might suddenly picture someone's face or hear their voice in your mind. These experiences can be subtle but powerful, hinting that a connection is still alive and may soon resurface. Rather than dismissing these dreams and visions, take a moment to reflect. Write them down if they feel meaningful and stay alert to any follow-up signs in your waking life. You never know what starts as a dream might soon become reality. When signs start showing up, it's easy to feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. You might wonder what it means or whether you're ready for the moment if someone does reach out. The truth is, being prepared can make all the difference. Start by grounding yourself. Take a deep breath and calm your thoughts. It's important to approach the situation with clarity instead of overthinking it. If emotions rise, let yourself feel them, but don't let them overwhelm you. Next, reflect on your feelings about this person. Ask yourself, how would I feel if they reached out today? Is there something I need to say or resolve? Being honest with yourself will help you respond in a way that feels right when the moment comes. It's also helpful to think about what you want from the conversation. Whether it's closure, a fresh start, or simply catching up, having a clear intention can keep the interaction positive and meaningful. Finally, stay open. Sometimes we're so focused on how things should go that we miss what's actually happening. Trust that if this person is meant to reconnect with you, it will happen at the right time. Until then, keep yourself grounded and ready for what's next. When signs keep showing up, it's easy to second-guess them. You might tell yourself it's just a coincidence or that you're overthinking things. But ignoring these signals could mean overlooking something important, an opportunity to reconnect, to heal, or to move forward. Think of these signs as gentle reminders to pay attention. They're not always loud or obvious. Sometimes they come in the form of a sudden memory, a song on the radio, or even a feeling you can't quite explain. These moments aren't here to confuse you, they're here to guide you. Instead of pushing them aside, take them seriously. Reflect on what they're trying to tell you. Are you ready to listen? Are you prepared to respond if someone reaches out? The more you stay open to these possibilities, the easier it becomes to recognize when the time is right to act. Whether it's a call, a message, or even a chance meeting, trust that these signs aren't random. They're part of a bigger picture, one that might be unfolding right in front of you. Don't let doubt make you miss it. Life has a way of sending us signals, often when we least expect them. Whether it's through thoughts, emotions, dreams, or even subtle moments in our daily lives, these signs can carry powerful messages. The key is to pay attention and trust your intuition. If you've been experiencing these signs, don't ignore them. Take a moment to reflect, stay open, and prepare yourself for what could be coming next. Sometimes these signals are just the universe's way of reminding you that something or someone is about to re-enter your life. Now we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a moment where you felt like someone was about to reach out and they did? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience could inspire someone else to start noticing the signs in their own life. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more insights like this. Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes the signs are there for a reason. Don't ignore them.